can't find a way to pass off. He still holds on to it, but George Panagopoulos pestering him. Oh my goodness! How did he do that? He corkscrewed his way.
So you guys are probably wondering what that clip was. So I'm gonna be doing a brand new series, weekly series called New Sport Wednesdays. Where every Wednesday we're gonna discover and learn about a completely different sport. And for the first episode, we are doing lacrosse. Now, to be honest, I've seen lacrosse in movies, series, and stuff, but I never really understood like how the sport works, what are the rules and things like that. But what we're doing today is we're gonna learn how lacrosse works. We're gonna be watching some clips, and by the end of the video, I'm gonna decide whether I think I could play the sport. So let's get into it. Before we get into everything else, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that watched, that liked my video, and that commented on my video. I just want to say I really do appreciate it, and there's so much more exciting content coming out. Look, I am not really used to all of this, being in front of a camera. Most close friends of mine, close family knows I hate the camera, so this is all new to me. But I feel like I need to show a bit of me, a bit of the real me, than just putting up a mask and things like that. And I hope you guys are here to join in on the ride, and let's have fun. So, number one is, what is lacrosse? So I searched on Google, and this is what it is. Lacrosse is a team sport where players use a long stick with a netted pouch called a crosse to catch, carry, and pass a small rubber ball. The objective is to outscore the opposing team by shooting the ball in their goal. Now look, to be honest, what I took from that is you have a stick that has like a net around it on top, and there's like a ball, and you just throw it into the net. Now, learn the sport, because that's like the basic idea that I have of it, is that you have a stick that has a ball and you just throw. You see, it sounds dumb, like it really sounds dumb, but we're going to be learning more about it. Okay, so number two, we're going to be watching a video now on what the rules of lacrosse is. So let's go.
Whether you just started playing or watching lacrosse, the rules of the game can be confusing. So today we're going to explain all of the basic rules so you can understand exactly what's going on. Okay. I'm Jake with Flash Weekly, and let's get into the video. Jake. So the object of a lacrosse game is to score more goals than your opponent. So
like every other sport,
the team with the most goals at the end of the game wins. To score, a player must shoot the lacrosse ball into an opposing team's goal. Lacrosse goal is 6 feet wide by 6 feet high, and it is guarded by a goalkeeper who tries to prevent the ball from...
Interesting fact, I can't even say back in my day, but about 3-4 years ago, I used to be a goalkeeper. Soccer, not lacrosse. Two different things. And the pressure as a goalkeeper is very underrated, but it's fine. We're learning lacrosse now.
Going in the goal. And around every lacrosse goal is a circular line called a crease. And offensive players are not allowed to go in the crease at any time.
They're not allowed to go around the circle where the goal is. Okay, interesting.
If they do, it results in a turnover. And the opposing team gets the ball. Lacrosse is played on a field 120 yards long and 65 yards wide, which is almost the same size as a football field.
Damn. And like an NFL type of field is big. Like it is big. Damn.
Slightly wider. There are 10 players on the field for each team, 1 goalie, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 attackmen.
So they play 3-3-3 plus a goalkeeper. So 3-3-3. Okay. But then again, those attackers look close to each other. Shouldn't they, like, inside forward, winger? Yeah, I watch too much soccer. I just, that's why we're learning a new sport.
stay on the offensive side of the field, which means they can't cross over the midfield line. Defenders can only stay on the defensive side of the field and cannot cross over the midfield line either. Now, midfielders can go on either side of the field. There are certain exceptions to this, but use this as a general rule of thumb when trying to learn the game. So
defenders can only stay in their line. Midfielders has that center zone, and attackers need to just stay up front. Damn, that's that. Okay.
Every lacrosse game begins with a face-off, where a ball is placed in between.
Oh, you see, if I did not see that and you see the face-off, I would think like boxing fights. Like I'm just show you like a boxing, Yeah. Okay. So every game starts with a face-off.
Two midfielders squatted down at the very center of the field. Think of this similar to a jump ball in basketball, except on the ground. Face-offs are done after every goal and at the start of every quarter. And lacrosse is played in 4 quarters, and after each quarter, teams switch sides. So if Team A defended this goal in quarter 1, they would defend this goal in quarter 2. So there's a short break between each quarter and a longer break at halftime after 2 quarters. And quarters vary in length based on the level of lacrosse you play, but generally they're about 12 to 15 minutes long. And there are no ties in lacrosse. If each team has the same number of goals after 4 quarters, the teams will go into overtime until a winner is decided. In order to move the ball around the field, lacrosse players can pass the ball to each other with their sticks, or they can run the ball themselves and cradle, which is where they move their lacrosse stick back and forth to keep the ball inside the stick. Lacrosse players try to dodge or move around their defender in order to get open to score, and defenders will try to stop players by checking or using their stick to try to dislodge the ball from their opponent. Lacrosse is a full contact sport, but there are certain limitations. Hits from in front of a player are allowed, but you
can't hit a player from behind. I think in most sports you can't really hit a player from behind. I think I might just be dumb, but I think so.
Can't push a player from behind. In addition, you can't make head-to-head contact with an opponent. You also can't slash or use your metal stick to hit a player unnecessarily in the head, legs, or arms. And lacrosse out-of-bounds rules are mostly similar to other sports. If you're the last player to touch a ball when it goes out of bounds, the other team gets the ball. But there is one important exception. If a team shoots the ball and misses the goal, whoever is closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds gets possession. So a team can miss a shot but still get the ball back if they're closest to it when it goes out of bounds. This only applies to a shot, so if you pass it and it goes out of bounds, the other team gets the ball. This can be kind of confusing at first, but you'll get the hang of it. One other thing to keep in mind is that, like hockey, lacrosse players can move freely behind the goal. The area behind the goal is called the X, and many times at least one offensive player is at X during a game. There are several common penalties that you'll see in lacrosse, the first one being offsides. Teams must...
There's offsides. I know about offsides. And let me tell you. See, I was going to go back into soccer mode, but we're focusing on lacrosse.
Keep 4 players, including the goalie, on the defensive side of the ball at all times. They also have to keep 3 offensive players on the offensive side of the ball at one time. If there are too many players on one side of the field, an offsides is called and the other team gets possession. If you're having trouble understanding offsides, I'll leave a link in the description to my video explaining offsides in more detail. And another common penalty is the cross check. This is when you push a player with your stick and your hands are spread apart. Your hands must be together when pushing a player, or else it's considered a cross check. And like I mentioned earlier, another common penalty,
cross check and slashing,
is the slash, where a defender hits a player in the head, legs, or arms area. And if a team gets a penalty, the person who committed the penalty has to go to the penalty box for a certain amount of time. When the player is in the penalty box, the opposing team has an advantage, playing with one extra player on the field. This is called going man up, and the team with the disadvantage is man down. You'll also notice that defenders have longer 6-foot metal sticks, as opposed to offensive players with shorter sticks. A team can only have 4 of these players with the longer stick on the field at one time, which is usually 3 defenders and 1 midfielder who also has that longer stick. There are also several specialized positions in lacrosse.
Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. So basically, what I took from all of the rules was, and it was a lot, is that it's kind of, I would say it's kind of simple. Like, yeah, I think it's kind of simple where you have 10 players and you have 3-3-3, three defenders, three midfielders, three attackers, and they all have their own position in the field where they can't go. Like, yeah, and there's the circle around the goal where you're not allowed to enter. So it's basically like fives, in fives, and you play, and in some people play fives this way where you can't really shoot in the box, but yeah, that's not the point. But yeah, I feel like I kind of understand it now. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the best clips of lacrosse. So we're gonna look at goals, plays, and like hardest, like moments where they like slashing. What's the other word that they said? Oh, I forgot, but it's fine. Where they fouling basically. But so the first thing we're gonna look at is we're going to look at, so this says the best college lacrosse goals of all time, but we're not gonna look at all of them. So maybe we'll just look at like 2 or 3, and then yeah. So let's go. Okay. Oh. Wow. It's only fitting that a record tournament that's like a curve. Ends with a championship delivery goal. Okay. Oh, it's old lacrosse. Okay. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay. Ooh. That one kind of went like a. Wait, let's rewind that one. Is fake. Ooh. Yeah, goalkeeper should be doing better there. Okay, let's like one more clip. Oh my word. Oh my word. Wait, let's look at that. View is gonna be scintillating. That is top bins. Okay, but lacrosse top bins. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of excited now. Okay, now we're gonna look at the top. Now we're gonna look at the top plays in lacrosse and see if we can understand play by play. Go. Okay. Top 10 plays. We're not gonna get all 10. We're just gonna get like 2 or 3. The playoffs are right in front of us. Then, okay. The first half, the second half is a little different. I wouldn't have been opposed in 15 seconds. Oh. Wow. To him. Snapping ankles and scoring on the back. Ankles broken. Ooh. Why call a timeout? Wow. When you have maybe the best stretch shooter in ankles the universe. Broken. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. No! Are you kidding? Through the legs. That is vintage from RP3. Oh. Wow. Okay. Oh, from the beginning. From the face off. Okay. Oh. That was beautiful. He went from the face off. Bang. He ran.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
He ran with that thing and whoop. Wow. Wow. Okay, so now we're going to look at the fouls and the slashing in lacrosse. So this is the biggest hits of 2023. Mind you, we're not going to go through everything. We're just going to look at 2-3 clips and then we're going to comment on it. Okay, let's go. Can't do that. Okay. Oh, he flips it up to himself. Oh. Ooh. Goldbrick gets nailed by Hossack. Oh, my. Issue than a late issue. He's got a couple more tonight, extending his league lead. Oh, double team. Oh my. Okay, now that we reviewed all the clips and all the type of stuff, do I think personally I can play lacrosse? To be honest, no. Because I don't. Sorry to all my lacrosse people that ever watch this, but the sport's boring.
What?
Come on, guys, you carry a stick and you just throw a ball in the net, and you slash each other, you face off with each other. Come on, be serious. How do you find it enjoyable? if I okay,
Yourself the season.
the sport's boring. I'm sorry, I have to say it, the sport's boring. But I would never play it because I just don't find it really interesting, or I don't think it's really that interesting.
Oh my
But ish, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any other sports that you want me to react to that you think I don't know of or that you don't know of, and we can react to it together, put it down in the comment section below. Peace.